Hi there, a very good morning, good afternoon to all of you, depending on wherever you're watching me. This is Simply Stocks, and I'm here with another video. And this time, this video corresponds to Bitcoin, corresponds to different markets, and we'll discuss about the markets in detail in this video. So let's get started. First of all, disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation. People taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research. I'm not a member of the NSE and BSC. I'm not a portfolio advisor. Whatever discussions with respect to markets or investments I have is purely on the basis of my experience into the market over the last 12, 13 years. And whatever decisions you take with respect to markets, kindly do take your financial advisor's advice before taking any call. Now, before I talk about the markets, a small request is kindly support me on Patreon. Once you do that, it will help me grow the channel, help you ask me questions, seek out answers in greater detail. Once you get the $10 membership, you'll have access to my portfolio, a watch list that I keep updating from time to time, analysis on different companies, discussion on domestic and global markets. So all that and plus a long-term pick from my end, whichever companies I feel like is having a very good value, I do discuss about that. So that's all in the you can say in the membership that you'll get. The links are in the description. Now, in order to discuss about the markets, let me take you to the TradingView website. So if you see here, we have Bitcoin, we have the mid cap, small cap indices and other indices here as well of the DXY and so on and so forth. So we'll discuss about Bitcoin first, because every week I used to do that. Over the last one and a half months I have not done that. So if you look at Bitcoin, the RSI is around 63, is doing well. It has hit new highs and is marching ahead. If you look at the trajectory of this asset, we have seen that it has grown substantially from those 2017 levels, or even the lows of 2022-23, when it was trading at around 11,000-12,000 dollars. It has now gone up to 121,000, so a 10x return from there. I believe that going forward, since it is the fourth year of the run up from the last you can say last time when Bitcoin topped out. So if you look here, last time it was around November or so, November, December, around that time that Bitcoin hit a high of around 69,000 or so, eventually then falling or crashing in 2022 and 23. 4 years, it has normally had 4 year cycles, and that is exactly what we have seen here. Again, 2017 was the peak, 13 was the peak, and 21. So I believe that by end of 2025 we could be up big time on Bitcoin. I will not be surprised if this goes up 40 to 50% from here. Again, I've done my own analysis and I could be wrong, so do your own analysis, but it looks like that it is readying itself or setting up itself up for an upside of around 40 to 50% over the next 4 or 5 months. I don't see it topping out in November or so. I believe that with the rate cuts and more money supply coming in from the US in the next 2-3 months, the rally could continue into the next year. So end of December, early January could be when this may top out. So that's about Bitcoin. To give you an idea about some other factors in the market, if you look at India VIX is quietly placed at around 12.3, but here also I believe that the bottom for India VIX have been made. So the volatility here in India could have bottomed out at around 10.7 in July of this year, and now we could be headed towards levels of 18 to 20. I don't know the reason for that, but volatility could only increase probably going forward in the next 3 months. So that is something to watch out. 50 DMA on India VIX is around 12.7. Once that gets taken out, we could see a sharp move here. So volatility could be big. So kindly, if you're trading, it could be a double-edged sword for you. Please trade cautiously at that point of time when volatility is at its peak. In terms of, you can say, the dollar index hasn't gone up sharply. So what we have seen is that a few days back in August, early August, it went to about 100, around 100, 100.1, 100.2, and then from there on in it has died down to around 97.8, although our currency has depreciated against the dollar, but dollar index is under check. As long as it is below 100, then it's fine. I have made two lines here. These are the critical levels, probably above which the Indian markets could really underperform. So 101.8 to 102.2, at those levels, at those elevated levels, I believe that the market could be under severe pressure. So until then, we could see some sort of volatility, as I explained, but not a real downfall or a crack in the market. And since it is below 100, so it is at a comfortable level. So that's dollar index for you. And US dollar INR, when we are talking about it, it has peaked out around that time of August 1st, August 6th. So that's exactly when the dollar index went to 101, 101.2, and then corrected from there. Indian rupee has also peaked out in terms of its depreciation at around 88 rupees to a dollar, 87.98, and now has come down to around 87.5. But I think there is more room for an upside here. I won't be surprised if in the next 6 months or so we could see nearly 90 rupees to a dollar on the currency. And to talk about the gold for a bit, gold has remained steady after climbing so much over the last year or so, year or 2 years. Gold has had reached around 3366. This is gold in dollars per ounce, and it was 3366 in April of this year, and since then it has just remained in range, and it is still at 3362. So over the last probably 4 months, it has given no returns whatsoever. But this is only consolidation, what I see from here, what I see in terms of volumes, etc. And I won't be surprised if this surges as well, probably somewhere by the end of the year or early next year, especially when the markets underperform. Probably what I feel is from January, February onwards, gold could surge further. So there could be more consolidation in store from a shorter term point of view, say in the next 3 to 4 months. But after that, we could see a surge in gold prices as well. And coming to the Indian market, so just to give you an idea, Nifty is around 24,600. The 50 DMA is at 24,800. Results have not been that strong for Nifty companies. We have seen around 1.4, 1.5% growth in earnings for this quarter. So I will not be surprised if we see further correction, at least till the 200 DMA or so in the shorter run. Similarly, on the small cap index, things are looking extremely weak. We are well below the 50 DMA in here, and also in the mid cap index, it's the same story. So Indian markets are under pressure. There are select stocks, companies, few sectors that are doing well. One who is trading short term into the market should look to probably get into such sectors or companies from a shorter term point of view, make money and get out, because things could get volatile, as I have explained. And I am underlining this fact that India VIX being at around 12, 12 and a half, bottoming out at around 10 and a half a month and a half back, I think things could get extremely choppy in the next 4 months. We'll see how things go. Global markets, I believe, is still doing well. US markets are doing well, and I think going forward with rate cuts, etc., US markets are set to do even better. That's my understanding. As well as something like a Bitcoin should do well over the next 4 to 5 months. So that's my analysis of the markets. Please like and subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it, and kindly support me on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching.